Hello, my crafty friends. Well, today we are going to play around with a fun little technique. It is super simple and it's actually a quilting technique, but I'm going to show you how to use it in your card making. Hi, it's Lynn Dunn from Stamptastic Designs. Thanks so much for joining me today. In this episode of Stamptastic TV, I have a variety of different card ideas that I want to share that feature this shadow blocking technique. So as you can see, each of the little blocks on these cards looks like there's a shadow behind it. So I'm going to show you how to create this look on your cards, and you can do it with any pattern paper that you have on hand. Okay, so the first way that you can use the shadow blocking technique in your card making is to just cut some 1 by 1 inch squares. So that's what I did with this particular card. I'm using some of the Thoughtful Journey designer series paper, but again, you can use any pattern paper that you have on hand. So let me show you how I created this card. So you're going to start with a 3 by 4 inch piece of pattern paper. And the reason I did that is because there's a scene on this particular paper. So I wanted to get this scene on the papers. So when we cut this paper up into 1 by 1 inch squares, we'll actually be able to kind of put this together like a little puzzle so that this scene stays in place when we do our shadow blocking. So we're going to start by just cutting this into 1 inch strips. So you'll end up with 3 of them. So this is what our pattern looks like. And then what I'm going to do is just cut each of these into little 1 inch pieces. So I'm going to just try to keep these together as I cut all the pieces. All right, so now we have our pieces cut. We have 12 pieces. They're each 1 by 1 inch. So you can see if I put all these pieces back together, we'd have that tree pattern from our paper. So now what you're going to want to do is you want to cut 12 pieces of black cardstock, and you want to create them the same way. So you want to cut them at 1 by 1 inch. And so these are the pieces we are going to use to create the shadow. So I'm just going to start on the top here, and I'm going to adhere each one of these pieces to a piece of black cardstock. But what I'm going to do is just adhere it so that a little bit of black is showing kind of on the bottom and on the side. So we want to do that with each of these pieces. And you want to make sure that you're putting these black pieces in the same spot. So you don't want one on the side here and then one on the side here. You want them all kind of coming off the bottom, or if you wanted to do them all off the top, that's fine too. You just need them all coming off on the same side. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere all of these pieces, and then I will show you how we will put the card together. Okay, so here is what we end up with. So you can already see the shadow effect that we're getting. We're getting this kind of 3D look to all of these pieces. So now what we want to do is we want to put them on a piece of white cardstock. And so I just have a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of just basic white cardstock. And we are going to put all these pieces on here, and then we will arrange them so they look a little better. So let's just go ahead and put these on. And so you want to space them out so that there's obviously a little bit of white space in between. All right, so once you have the spacing kind of the way you want it, then you're just going to start adhering all of these pieces. So I like to work from the top down. So we want to get the kind of the top row in place. So as you adhere the pieces, what I like to do is just kind of line up the black pieces together. So I kind of line up the bottom and the side of these black pieces together so that they look like they're all in a row. So it's not going to be perfect, but it'll give just an amazing look once we're done. All right, so I have my first row adhered. Now I'm just going to work my way down this left side. And then once I get these all together, then I'll show you how to put the rest of the card together. All right, so that is what our card looks like. It just gives a really cool effect, and it's so simple to do. And you can do this with any pattern paper. It doesn't have to have a specific scene on it. You can just do it with random scrap pieces of pattern paper. It's a great way to use up your scraps. All right, so let's add this to a card base. I just have an A2 size card base, and I did it out of black cardstock. Then I just stamped a greeting on a 1/2 inch wide piece of white cardstock, and I'm just going to add it to one of the squares here. And that's all there is to it. And you can embellish it with any supplies that you have on hand, but it just creates an amazing look for your card. So this is one idea, using the Thoughtful Journey Designer Series paper. And then I'll bring back the other one. This is just a different pattern. And then for this card, I just used Pretty Peacock cardstock in the background to create the shadow effect instead of the black cardstock. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use this technique in your card making. All right, so for the second card idea, I actually just cut some bigger squares to create this card. And then I'm going to show you just another fun way that you can use this technique. So we're going to do something a little different with this card. All right, so for this card, I cut squares that are 1.5 by 1.5 inches. So I simply cut two different patterns. I'm using the Homemade Sweetness Designer Series paper. But again, you can use any pattern paper that you have on hand. And then for the shadow effect, I cut 1.5 by 1.5 inch squares of Misty Moonlight. So basically it's the same concept. We're going to do the exact same thing. So we're just going to add all of these pieces together to create that little shadow. So you're basically just offsetting the designer paper on the little square. And so we'll go ahead and do this with all of these pieces. Okay, so once you have all the cardstock pieces adhered to your pattern paper, you're basically just going to create a little pattern right down a piece of white cardstock. So this white cardstock piece is 3 3/4 inches by 5.5 inches. So it's going to run the full length of the card. And all I'm doing is just alternating the pieces on here so that I don't have flowers directly next to each other. They're kind of diagonal from each other. And then we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to adhere all these pieces. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this is what our piece will look like. And so now we're going to do something a little different. So you can just adhere it to a card base and then just decorate it as I have done here. Or you can add a little bit more depth and dimension. So to do that, I'm going to actually emboss this. So I'm using the Ladybug Picnic 3D embossing folder, and I'm just going to put this inside the embossing folder, and we will go ahead and emboss this piece. All right, so now that we have embossed this piece, it just gives it a really fun look. You can see that it just kind of gives a really fun design in the background and kind of gives that look of quilting. So this is just another fun way to use this technique in your card making. So now let's go ahead and put our card together. So I have a Misty Moonlight card base. It's just an A2 size card base. And we will just adhere this piece directly down the center. And so now I'm just going to stamp a greeting. I'm going to use some Granny Apple Green just to pull the green out of the pattern paper that I'm using. And these are just one of the label dies from the Filled with Sweetness bundle. And then I just stamped and colored in just a little strawberry and some blueberries. And so we're basically going to put this in the center here, and I just want these pieces kind of off to the side. So I just added some dimensionals to the back, and we can just pop this up kind of towards the top part of the card here. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of baker's twine tied into a bow. So I'm just adding a little glue dot here on the card front. And then I already have my bow created. So we'll just stick that knot down right on that glue dot. And then you can just embellish this with a few of these little strawberry embellishments. So we'll just add this one like this, and then one here. And that's all there is to it. Isn't that beautiful? I love the embossing on here. So this is the embossed one. And then this is the one that's not embossed. So obviously you can see the difference between the two, but both are beautiful. So it just depends on your preference and if you like it with or without, but both are very beautiful cards. Okay, so there you go. Now you have a variety of different ways that you can use the shadow blocking technique in your card making. And if you enjoyed these card ideas, feel free to download the printable tutorial. You can find the link in the description below this video. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know by liking it and sharing it with your friends. And leave me a comment below to let me know what you enjoyed most about the video and the cards shared here today. Have a fun and creative day, my friends. Take care.